What if I told you that something millions of seniors do every single day, something we're told is the key to healthy aging, might actually be wearing you down faster? I'm talking about walking. Yes, walking. While it's often praised as the gold standard for staying active after 70, it turns out that only walking might actually be holding you back, or worse, causing more harm than good. Surprised? Stick with me, because what you're about to learn could change the way you age. Hi there, I'm Dr. Eli Morgan. I've spent decades helping older adults stay independent, mobile, and pain-free, and I'm here to set the record straight. You see, walking is important, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. On its own, it doesn't give your body everything it needs to stay strong, balanced, and youthful. In fact, doctors like myself are now warning seniors that walking alone can actually leave your joints exposed, speed up muscle loss, and quietly increase your risk of falling or getting injured. Think of your body like a plant. Walking is like water, essential. But without sunlight, nutrients, and strong roots, even a well-watered plant can wither. And after 70, your body needs more than just steps. It needs strength, balance, flexibility, posture, and support. That's exactly what we're going to cover today. I'm going to walk you through 5 doctor-approved alternatives that go beyond walking, moves that help protect your joints, rebuild lost strength, and improve the way you feel and move every single day. And stick around for the last one. It's simple, often overlooked, but could be the single most important thing you can do to slow aging and stay independent. Now, before we jump into the first one, if you're over 60 and looking for simple, smart ways to protect your body and keep living life on your terms, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Tap the bell so you don't miss any new videos, and please give this video a like if you're finding it helpful. Leave a comment, even just say, yes, so I know you're here, and share this with someone you care about. It helps grow our community and keeps this channel going strong. Alright, ready? Let's dive into the first key. 1. Strength training. Why walking isn't enough. Walking moves your body, but it doesn't build it. And here's the truth, after age 70, one of the biggest threats to your independence isn't illness, it's muscle loss. Specifically, sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle as we age. You actually start losing muscle in your 40s, and by 70, it can really snowball, unless you do something about it. Let me introduce you to Helen. She's 72 and walked every single morning, 5,000 steps a day without missing a beat. She thought she was doing everything right. But one morning, as she carried groceries up 2 little steps, her knee gave out. She didn't break anything, thankfully, but it was a huge wake-up call. Her muscles had quietly weakened, even though she was active. Her doctor explained, walking doesn't challenge your glutes, hamstrings, biceps, or core the way strength training does. And without those regular strength challenges, even small ones, your body starts losing tone, power, and balance. Helen made a simple change. She started doing wall push-ups, using water bottles as dumbbells, and doing chair squats while brushing her teeth. Just 6 weeks later, her balance improved, her confidence shot up, and she could even open tight jars again, something she hadn't done in years. Here's a quick test you can do: sit in a sturdy chair. Now, stand up without using your hands. Struggle a bit? That's your cue. It's never too late to build muscle. Your body responds at any age. Just 10 minutes, 3 times a week of light resistance training can help you regain strength and protect your independence. And no, you don't need a gym. Your own body weight, a resistance band, even soup cans will do just fine. Still with me? Comment "strength first" below so I know this message hit home. Now let's move on to the next pillar of healthy aging. 2. Balance and stability, preventing dangerous falls. Here's a hard truth: the number 1 cause of hospitalization in adults over 70 isn't heart disease. It's not poor diet or even chronic illness. It's falls. Most folks think, I've been walking my whole life, I don't need to worry about balance. But balance is like any skill. If you don't use it, you lose it. Let me tell you about David. He's 75, a retired bus driver, and used to walk his neighborhood every evening. Then one day, stepping off a curb, his foot hesitated, and he nearly face-planted on the sidewalk. That shook him. His doctor didn't tell him to walk more. Instead, she gave him 3 balance drills, standing on one foot, tandem walking heel to toe, and sideways steps with his eyes closed. 3 weeks in, David felt a real shift. He wasn't grabbing for furniture as he moved through the house. His footing felt solid again. That's because walking doesn't activate your vestibular system, your ankle stabilizers, or proprioception. That's your body's awareness of where it is in space. And those things matter. Want to try something right now? Stand next to a kitchen counter. Lift one foot and try balancing for 10 seconds with your eyes open. Now try it with your eyes closed. Feel a little wobbly? That's a signal your balance needs work. You don't need fancy gear, just intention. These exercises can help keep you steady, injury-free, and confident. Still with me? Type "balance matters" in the comments so I know you're in this with me. Ready for the next one? 3. Flexibility and mobility, reclaiming your range of motion. Walking is great for getting your legs moving, but life doesn't happen in a straight line. Real-life movement means bending, twisting, reaching, things walking simply doesn't train. Let's talk about Marlene, age 78. She loved gardening. But one day, she realized she couldn't turn her head far enough to check traffic while driving. It wasn't painful, it was just tight. Her joints were stiff, her movement limited. Her physical therapist didn't hand her a prescription. She gave her a mobility routine: neck rolls, toe touches, seated spinal twists, and arm sweeps. In just 30 days, Marlene could move freely again, and she was back in the garden, pruning roses and planting tomatoes. Here's the thing: stiffness isn't always a sign of aging. Often, it's just lack of movement. You don't need to be bendy like a gymnast, but you do need enough range of motion to do everyday tasks with ease, like looking over your shoulder, grabbing a dish from the cabinet, or stepping into the tub. Here's a quick test: stand tall and gently turn your head left, then right. Feel any pulling or tightness? That's your body saying, "Let's stretch more." If that resonates, type "stretch to live" in the comments and let's keep going, because up next is one of the biggest game changers for your posture, comfort, and energy. 4. Core and posture, strengthening your internal framework. It's easy to think that walking strengthens your whole body, especially your back and posture. But the truth? Walking barely activates your deep core muscles. And after 70, a weak core is like having a cracked foundation in a house. Eventually, everything starts to shift. Take Leonard. He's 76, a retired engineer, always known for standing tall and moving with purpose. But over the last few years, his shoulders started rounding. His lower back hurt after short walks. And more often than not, he found himself leaning forward without even realizing it. His daughter noticed and nudged him to see a movement specialist. The diagnosis? Postural atrophy. His core muscles, those deep stabilizers that hold everything in place, had weakened from years of underuse. But the solution wasn't complicated. No surgery. No medication. Just intentional daily resets. He started standing with his heels, hips, and head against a wall for 2 minutes a day. He practiced seated pelvic tilts while watching TV. He learned how to brace his core, deep breathing while gently tightening his lower belly. In just 4 weeks, his back pain dropped by 60%. He said he could breathe better and even had fewer episodes of heartburn. That's because posture doesn't just affect your spine, it impacts your breathing, digestion, and even mood. Your core is more than just abs. It includes your diaphragm, the muscles around your pelvis and lower back, muscles that barely get touched during a simple walk. Want to try a quick test? Stand with your back to the wall. Can you get your head, shoulders, and tailbone to touch at the same time? If that feels difficult, your body is giving you a little warning. Good posture isn't about vanity. It's about protecting your nervous system, breathing with ease, and staying out of pain as you age. And yes, core strength can be trained at any age. No special machines, no fancy mats. Just intention. If that resonates with you, go ahead and type "posture power" in the comments so I know you're tracking with me. Now, let's wrap up with one of the most overlooked but critical pieces of the puzzle. 5. Joint protection, low-impact alternatives that work. Walking is often promoted as the best low-impact exercise. But here's the twist, not all walking is gentle. Especially after 70, walking on hard pavement or uneven surfaces can actually stress your joints more than help them. Let's talk about Malcolm. He's 79, a lifelong hiker. Even after retiring, he kept up his 3-mile walks every single day. But over time, he noticed a dull, nagging pain in his knees and ankles. He assumed it was just part of getting older. Turns out, it wasn't. His orthopedic checkup revealed cartilage thinning, early signs of wear and tear. The culprit? Repetitive walking without enough muscular support. His doctor explained it perfectly: walking without strength is like driving a car with misaligned wheels. The wear builds up. Eventually, something breaks down. So, Malcolm adjusted his routine. He swapped 2 of his weekly walks with water aerobics. Every Sunday, he hopped on a stationary recumbent bike. And each morning, he added 10 minutes of chair yoga. Just a few weeks later, his knees stopped swelling, and he began to enjoy his walks again without wincing. Here's the takeaway: walking is great, but it shouldn't be your only form of movement. Especially if you're noticing stiffness, soreness, or aching joints afterward. Your joints need support, muscles, movement variety, and rest. Consider trying aquatic exercises. Buoyancy takes pressure off your joints. Tai Chi, gentle, flowing movement to improve both strength and balance. Resistance bands, great for seated strength work. Cycling or elliptical machines, if you have access. Want a simple test? Sit in a sturdy chair and stand up without using your hands. Do your knees or hips complain a little? That's your body saying it needs better support, not just more walking. Joint care isn't about doing less. It's about doing smarter. If this section spoke to you, type "protect my joints" in the comments. And now, let's pull everything together. Final thoughts: a smarter way to age after 70. You made it to the end, and I hope what we've covered today has shifted your perspective. Let's be honest, have we maybe over-relied on walking as the cure-all for healthy aging? Don't get me wrong, walking is wonderful. It gets you moving. It clears your mind. It's a beautiful habit. But walking alone won't rebuild muscle. It won't improve your balance. It won't unlock your joints. And it won't protect you from the wear and tear that accumulates over time. After 70, your body needs a more intentional plan. You need strength training to fight back against muscle loss. You need balance exercises to prevent dangerous falls. You need mobility work to stay flexible and free. You need core and posture routines to protect your spine and organs. And you need joint-smart movement to stay active without pain. Every one of these areas helps you stay strong, steady, and independent. And the best part? It's never too late to start. Just look at Helen, David, Marlene, Leonard, and Malcolm. They didn't make drastic changes. They took small steps. Added a few minutes a day. And the results were life-changing. So now I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 areas are you going to focus on first? Drop a comment below and let me know. I'm starting with core work myself, how about you? Your story matters. You never know who's reading the comments and feeling encouraged by your words. And if this video helped you, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share it with a friend or loved one over 60 who needs this message. We're building something special here, a community of strong, empowered, curious older adults who aren't done growing. Not by a long shot. Until next time, stay strong, stay curious, and keep moving forward.